Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning in to real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
Charles here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Jones.
Good evening and welcome to the Lions Fan Cave Chat, hosted by me, Smoking Jeremy B. Will be here soon. Good luck with that. You know, you guys got 2 tough games before you even get to the Lions. So good luck with that, Skull for Life. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just not saying you will. I mean, we get the Bears and 49ers. Who would you rather play, the Seahawks and Green Bay Packers or the Bears and 49ers? B, if you're trying to hold the number 1 seed, who would you rather play?
I'd rather not pay anybody, but since I have to make a choice. No, yeah, Minnesota's got a more difficult path to get to the number 1
Hey,
seed.
let's not forget, every time Seahawks fall on their face in a game, the next game they come out and ball out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting a dogfight of a game for you guys as well. The reason why we believe it is because it ain't 22 people on the IR. That's a fallacy. David Montgomery never went on that IR they supposedly listed with him on it. If yet Melifamu came
Right.
off, they had Mosley on there, and Mosley's
haven't put-
been off the IR. Jalen Reeves, maybe.
Yeah, CD hasn't gone on the IR yet either. They're trying to figure out for him too. He's probably going to go, but they're trying to figure out things for him too. I don't know what's going on with that.
They're saying that he could possibly be back. They don't have 22 on IR, is what I'm telling you, Skull for Life.
What's up, Ralphie boy? Ralphie boy.
We have 18. 17 if you don't count CD3.
Yeah. Right.
So it is what it is. You know, people are going to think what they want, how they want. I just don't think we're as bad off as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, the sky's not falling.
We're 12-2, just like you guys, and we control our own destiny. It's still a shit ton. But you know what? We were winning with those guys on the IR. We've been 50% injured on defense the entire season since Hutchinson went out. So I'm not as scared as everybody else. That's just where I'm at. We still got.
You got
We
to
still
stop.
got
You got to start by offense.
What do we got? 97.5% of our offense is healthy.
Yeah.
And we still lead the league in point
Yep.
score. So
100%. So the IR report says that we've got David Montgomery out. Oh yeah, Gibbs is a stud. That's why we're not that worried. And Vaki and C-Ray aren't slouches. They're just not Monty.
No, but Vaki can take on 2 tacklers at one time. That's for sure.
Yeah. Take on the blocker and still hit the punt returner at the same time. That was a pretty dope ass play he made there.
So, no Monty, but like you said, no slouches either.
Right.
But it's the Gibbs show for now.
Yep. That's what we got.
it'll be
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
I think so too. I think Sam Darnold is playing very well. I think he's like in 6th in the MVP voting this year, which tells you how good he's playing. I think Goff is either 4th or 5th right now. Isn't that right, B?
Thought he was
He
third.
got moved down after the loss.
Losses shouldn't count against MVP.
I know,
hate that.
but it does.
I hate that stat overall.
It does.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. I'm gonna fight that shit until the day I die. I'm not gonna allow that stuff to be a bias on MVP. It's like Joe Burrow could be the MVP because his team sucks. He doesn't get any consideration for that. That dude leads in yardage, touchdowns, and I think percentage on something. But that dude has got all the
It's
MVP
a damn good thing he does
credentials.
lead in completion under pressure right now because he's under pressure every fucking game. Their O line's almost as bad as Chicago's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been sacked 97. Well, he's been pressured like 97 times or something like that. Got like 67, something like that. He's got a high amount.
Yeah, he's
of
got a high amount. It ain't no
pressures.
the highest in the league right now is Mr. Caleb Williams at 58.
Yeah,
Laz 22. Good to see you here tonight.
But yeah,
but still, even with all that, even with the offensive line being shit for Burrow, he's still putting up
No,
numbers.
this is a football show, not a hockey show.
the same thing that wins, losses count against the MVP race, wins count for the MVP race. That's why Patrick Mahomes is sitting at the first one because he's 13-1, but he's been absolutely horrible.
Patrick Mahomes is not at 1 though.
Oh,
he's
not?
behind
Okay.
Goff. He's behind Goff.
All right, my bad.
It's Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, then Goff right now. Then it's Jalen Hurts, then it's Sam Darnold, then it's Patrick Mahomes.
And then I redact my statement.
And Blas says, DC, I love the hat. Talking to you, B.
Thank you, Blas. Trying to get a little Christmas spirit.
This is a JMO. It's a JMO jersey. I got my Goff sitting over there, too. I never bought a Stafford jersey, which I find that odd.
I got one still.
No.
They're cats.
Other than the fact they're big.
They're big cats.
All I know is they're big cats. Their little pussy never hurt anybody.
There you go.
Joke my dad used to say, a big cat may scratch you, but a little pussy never hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Goff is in second in yards.
Second in yards, second in completion percentage. Yes, go for life. Thank
Fourth
you.
in touchdowns.
But I will say, I have been impressed with Bryce Young this season after he got sat down. Since he came back, he's not playing horrible.
No. Sometimes you need to sit down.
And
got to get that, different perspective.
Well, it helps when you got a guy that is a great quarterbacks coach for a head coach, and Dave Canales. because I heard he was staying over with Bryce Young and teaching him what to look for. A lion check? I might be able to pull something like that. Look, this is what we're going to see this is what we're going to see this weekend, B.
What the some full lips.
There he is running for his life. I thought you might like those.
Snatching his purse.
I think Jefferson and Addison are probably, yes, one of the best wide receiver duos in the league. And I think that's what helped Sam Darnold out a lot. Oh, 100% James Burgess, but you know what? They don't have a single brain in their head. Look what they did to Eberflus over the last 3 years. And tell me I'm going to give a statement after it. That was when he was hired, where he looked into shape and looked a lot like Robert Salah, right? Then all of a sudden he grows out his hair and it grays. Then he gets the gray in his beard, and then he looks like this. That man aged in dog years in the last 3 years. Am I wrong?
No.
Mm-mm.
Of course, when you got a quarterback that does this after a Thanksgiving Day loss. Oh, wait, I got to do it right. Goal for life. Ryan Poles, they clipped that video real bad. When he said we're taking the North and not giving it back, they clipped out that 2 seconds when he said the basement. All I know, there are 6 teams that have clinched a playoff spot. My guess, and I'm not saying which one it is, 2 of these teams will be in the Super Bowl, because it's very rare that it's a 6th or 7th seed that clinches late that gets it anymore. It's not like it used to be. You don't see a lot of 6 and 7 seeds get it. It's 5 and up. And those are the ones that usually clinch by week 14 or 15. Am I wrong, B?
Well, I mean, not the Patriots. Who was the team that,
Giants.
The Giants are the one that did that. Yeah, and I think
that was over 10 years ago now.
The other team that did that too. Yeah, I mean, still in the century.
It just doesn't. So. James Burgess slobbing the cob. This is Vikings versus Bills, 0-4 Super Bowl teams. Yeah, we know. Y'all been there. I give you credit for that.
That could be.
You could have put that pick on a cream card. Bears fans, when they finally have a winning record again, they'll be rising from the dead. We're back. I do have a picture that shows what the NFC North fan base is like this year. Packers are behind the Vikings. Vikings are behind the Lions, and the Bears, well, they're trying.
Someone of his own branch. That's funny.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they've done? 8 games in a row, shot themselves in the foot. They had chances to win, 4 of them out of those 8?
It should, yeah. I mean, should have gone to 5-2 against Washington.
I do have another bit of sad news for Bears fans. It's Justin Fields' last 8 starts versus Caleb Williams in this 8-game losing streak.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why they try to blame. It wasn't Justin Fields' fault. It's a damn offensive line.
Caleb's supposed to be better than Fields, but DJ Moore had better stats last year. Oh, this is probably Mr. Vogel. The one, the only. Wheel.
What's up?
Nice picture of your
ceiling.
Yeah,
ceiling.
Sorry.
It's a nice
Almost
ceiling.
Like a light switch.
That's a great looking ceiling.
Hey, it's better
Best I've
than
seen all day.
It's better than seeing Caleb eat that corn cob.
Oh, it's funny you should mention that. We've already been showing that tonight.
It's the best thing ever. Best thing since sliced bread.
But this is even better.
He's a clown with the clown stuff.
So how many yards do you think Amon St. Brown will end up with?
How many yards?
180.
I hope
He's got
200.
1056
I think
right
he's
now.
going to end up with 1250 to 1350, right in that area.
What's he at now?
1056.
I could see that with what Jeremy's saying. You said
That's
you.
after 14
I'm
games.
not trying to jump topics, Jeremy. Are we on to like who we think's going to impact?
No, we haven't got to that.
We haven't
yet.
even started that yet. No.
No, we've been talking with Skull for Life and James Burgess, just doing the meme things while we can. Oh, you got memes, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Especially the
How
one
you
I
doing,
sent
Woody?
him.
And if you want to, hop on Restream and come on in, because I do not mind one of our opponent's fans hopping in the show.
Austin,
But,
did you see the
but
one
this
that
isn't a
showed?
meme. Woody, this isn't a meme. This is a picture straight from after the Thanksgiving Day game where he was eating the cob.
You got Yep. Hey, Austin, you see that picture I put in Jeremy's group?
Hey,
I've
Megan.
been busy. Fridays are usually pretty crazy, so I
it's
haven't really
great.
been on my
It
phone.
says the worst pains: getting slapped, getting kicked in the balls,
Childbirth.
pregnancy, and last being a Bears fan.
It was
That
great.
should be first. That should be first, being a Bears fan.
Nah, it's all right. Hey, they're entitled to be their fan. You know.
Absolutely.
Oh, look, it's Santa Bee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best show on YouTube. It's Dandy Nuts, the best name on YouTube.
Dandy's nuts.
No, it's Dandy Nuts.
Oh,
No
Dandy
D's,
nuts.
not Ders. This tune is brought to you by the band Rock Hard.
Oh God, good James, nice. Who are you wearing, Jeremy? Is
J-Mo.
that the JMO? I thought so. That's sick. Yeah, I'm wearing black today too, ironically.
Nice. He wears black every show in one way or another. It's mixed in with his blue because, like me, I think he liked it when the blacks made a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, who do you think will be the impact players this week, Austin?
Gibbs is one of them, I believe. Bears are horrible at stopping the run, and with Monty out, I think he's going to get the majority of the snaps. And I just expect a big game from him. Other than that, I expect the offensive line to be an impact as well, opening up holes for Gibbs, giving Goff some time to survey the field. I think St. Brown's going to have a pretty good game, and J-Mo probably will sprinkle in a touchdown here and there as well.
All right, B.
I think Goff is definitely going to be an impact player. He's going to have to be, all these things are said about him not being able to play in the elements, at Chicago on top of it. And, he does have history with that, but every year is a new year. I don't believe in that history stuff. So next game up, I think he's got to, but I think he's got to be the one that takes the high leadership role.
We'll never smoking dad's in the building. Got to do it again. Ease up a little on the Bears, lest we forget our 0-16 team. Yeah, it's funny you should mention that because even though we went 0-16 since 2000, the team that's been in the basement the most, and it counts this year too, is the Bears. It's now 7 years they've been in the basement.
Yep.
And I find that odd because they talk so much crap.
Yep.
The Bears.
Yep.
So right now our first round first round. I mean, our wild card seedings is Philadelphia versus Washington.
Ooh, that'd be a good game.
If these end up to be to say, yeah, they did end up to stay this way. These are going to be some good ass games. Tampa Bay and Green Bay.
That
That'd be
could be a good.
And then
now, like I said, I'm not on a history thing, because remember what happened when Tampa Bay went to Green Bay last year.
right,
They
James
beat their
Burgess, we were
ass.
the original. Not all of us wore bags
right.
on our heads that year either.
Damn Cleveland always
So
trying to
yeah,
copy
golf
on
is
people.
impact. I like that. Yeah.
And then Rams got to play. Well, Rams would be playing Minnesota.
Right, and it would be in
Minnesota
LA.
lost to
It
the
would be
Rams.
in LA again.
That could be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
I
long
really
as
like
they stay healthy, if they have more injuries to their O-line again, because that's what it was, is their O-line got healthy and Puka came back that week versus Minnesota.
What do we got? We got Philly and Washington this weekend, don't we?
Philly and Washington, we're all Commanders
So-
fans this week.
Oh yeah. I don't think I'll ever root for the Phillies or for the Eagles.
I just think they're making such a big deal about Philadelphia right now, just because the Lions got some injuries. I'm telling you right now, and the Lions have the approach that they have every game. Philadelphia barely, they beat Jacksonville by 5 points at Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're barely beating teams. Come on.
I know.
I don't give a damn about their defense being number one. When they come against the Lions, that stuff goes out the window when they play a Lions offense. Sorry, that's just the way it is.
Right? Yeah, because that's true, because
So-
Michael Huck brings it up. We did 0-16, but Cleveland did the 1-31 over 2 years. Thank the Chargers for bailing them out.
Mhm.
That is a fact.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, Michael Huck.
Tampa Bay is still
That the one
Tampa
in
Bay.
the one in
Tampa Bay.
31 might be as untouchable as Cy Young's 500 plus wins. he corrected himself. He fat fingered his keyboard. See what
Tampa Bay is one of the worst teams ever.
see what happens, James Burgess, when you type naked? Is that you said you watched the show naked?
God damn.
We've never seen him.
I'm glad I don't know what you
Thank
look
God
like,
I
though.
have never seen him. Yes, that's exactly it.
I'm right. Yeah, because that would be not a vision I would like.
James
I don't think I can
James
make it through a whole
officially
show
on the
without
no
Berlin.
Lions fan guest list just because of that.
right. Clothing optional ass.
Oh. You know who I think could tear it up this weekend is
Dave.
I bet you do, James.
Oh.
More power to you.
So I do have the code book for the Bears to become a great team again. New owner, new president, new GM, new coach, new stadium, at least 3 offensive linemen, new OC, new DC. Caleb Williams gets better. Lions fall off, Vikings fall off, and the Packers change division.
Yes.
That would do it.
It's a learning program.
I mean, but that's the recipe right there. The bottom 3, I don't think are happening.
No. You know who I think can eat this week is DJ Reader. I think he can attack that O-line.
Oh yeah, their guard play has been atrocious. I think you're going to see Levi Amuzariki get a little in there too, because he's more of a pass rushing defensive tackle because of his size. He's got that little bit narrower of a frame. It's good for his height, but he's not one of those great big bodies.
I think Jadavius Smith needs to try a little harder this week.
Carl pretty much nailed that. That's solid, perfect. Oh, he did too, didn't he? And I did send the email, but he didn't show up. So here he is in spirit. It's Little Thumbs Leonard.
You got to play the Keebler elf
And
music.
Unfortunately, Kitty Ken can't be here either. But here we go. That one needs to be longer too. Oh. You ever have one of those days where you feel like you've been shot at, missed, but shit at and hit?
What?
What was the question?
I said, have you ever had one of those days where you feel like you've been shot at and missed, but shit at and hit?
Yes.
This is one of those days.
Okay.
But okay, my impact players. I'm wearing one of them
Okay.
because we don't just use JMO in the receiving game. We also use them in the rushing game. And that will tire that defensive line out.
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
That's a good
it's
point.
funny that last year they were a top 10 defense, and that's one of the reasons why Caleb and the Bears were going to be successful this year. At least that's what we were told, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, you mind if I go do something real quick? I'll be right
Oh,
back.
go right ahead. Do what you got to do. But at the same time, this same guy said, oh, they'll never fire a coach in season. Yes, it's also a dog eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear when I wear underwear. Now I know why you love your puppers so much.
As long as he's not chewing at the wrong bone.
I cringed at thinking that way.
Right.
And the other reason why we will probably win is they're averaging 14.75 points during this stretch. We've been averaging 30 plus. Megan, Aussie 12, Gaw Kroger.
I was just thinking about you today, Megan.
I'm going to say
Wonder
it
where
once,
you've been at.
and I'm going to say it twice. Go Seahawks! Go Seahawks! We need y'all to save us this weekend. James
Mhm.
Burgess, Norman, cheers, classic.
Lions just got to do their job. That's all.
And that's just it. AG's right. We're 12-2. We're in the playoffs. Why is the sky falling?
Yeah.
I haven't got this.
We lost to a good team by 6 points. One of the best team, the hottest team in the league right now.
100%.
She said, "Wait, what?
Yeah, go Seahawks.
Wait, what?"
Rebound. Have your rebound game this week. I want to. I'm start. Am I well? Yes, I'm well. Look who you're playing this week, Megan. You're playing these guys. I even picked you in the pick'ems this week. SB, he saw it. I was one of the few. We get to play with guys we have dressed. So far, it's good for 12 out of 14. I trust Dan and the crew. 100%.
Mhm.
Well, the injuries have been a little overblown. There's 5 guys that's listed on that so-called injury report everybody says, but they're not on there. Ifeatu Melipamu was activated. Jalen Reeves-Maben's been activated. David Montgomery never went on it. Carlton Davis hasn't gone on it. And uh, Emmanuel Mosley hasn't been on it since before Thanksgiving. He's just not been dressed yet.
If he is still in his 21
Right,
days.
but they said more than likely he's playing this week. That's why he's questionable. They addressed that yesterday because he's been a full participant all week.
I know he said something about today too. But I wonder if it's going to be like the good old
Emmanuel Mosley. Yeah,
Mosley
I know.
thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna be. We're gonna dress him, and then at the last minute they inactivate him, and he's inactive for the game.
And that's been pissing me off about Mosley too.
Well, it's them. They got. I mean, he's been playing. Dan was saying, "Oh, I like what he's been doing this week." Well, what the fuck happened to the other 2 weeks before that?
Because he said the same thing about Mosley the entire 3 weeks in a row that he's been practicing. He's been looking good out there.
Mm-hmm.
Come game time, not dressed. That's a don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Either he's going to play or he's not, Dan. Which is it? But he did.
Yeah, Dan is actually he is becoming Coach Dan now because that's what coaches do on the stand. They give you little mysterious things at the pressers.
Man.
Oh, he's
Don't
great.
jinx us like that already, James Burgess. The man tore his pec trying to open his check.
His free check.
Yeah.
Free money. He won the lottery 2 years in a row.
At least we signed him to a vet minimum deal. My father used to say that all the time. Oh, but what's your score prediction, Austin?
I'm gonna go 37-21 Lions.
All right. B?
30-13. Lions. Obviously.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Because I
had to check.
You ain't gotta check. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that, JB. You know I don't like
I know
Chicago.
you don't. I was just giving you shit because I can.
Chicago.
Well, I just know I've seen you guys play a bad game and then turn around and whoop somebody's ass. You played a bad game versus the Giants. The next week, you annihilated the 49ers.
I get that, Mike. But it's like we don't have any players to be tipping off anyway. So on defense, so it's not like it's going to be a big surprise.
Absolutely, James Burgess. How many times in a row did Pat list TB12 as probable or questionable? I think it was over 50 spanning like 4 seasons. Cousin Jay in the chat. Go Bears. Yeah, good luck with that.
But
Cousin Jay, I had to tell you, how's that 10-win season minimum coming?
Minimum.
But another little interesting tidbit.
You say never, but that we have won a game since Goff has been here in Chicago. You realize he's 5-2 now against you guys since he's been here.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Chicago the first time we played them. That ain't the same Chicago team. Sorry. Right. You haven't done squat since then. Gotten your ass kicked twice.
Oh, they did win last year. I'll give them that. They won one in Chicago last year.
Well, last year don't have nothing to do with this year.
No, because guess what? We're practicing in the elements. We're getting ready for this stuff. Do you remember what happened when everybody said, oh, it's going to be cold and rainy and windy in Green Bay. You're a dome team. You won't play well. Who looked like the dome team when we played?
I said, hold my beer.
Plus, the Lions haven't lost 2 in a row since they were 1-6 in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's from down south. He's gonna complain when it's cold. I ain't used to this shit. That's nothing. He'll be fine.
Well, you got Caleb and he's playing. He's from USC. Where's that? In California.
That's a special way of eating corn on the cob. I'll tell you. I wonder if the refs held it.
Sure wasn't his teammates.
Boy, I wish you understood football, Cousin Jay, because we've been 50% on injured on defense the entire time, and we just got guys back.
Yeah, you said that about Hutchinson too, and then when we rattled off 6 wins after that?
7.
It was about 7
7
wins after that. Yeah, because that was the 5th game. You're right. Yep, 7th game.
I wish I could play that. Cousin Jay. Megan stands up. Corey Patterson.
What up, Corey?
He likes it. Oh yeah, he's a special breed, all right. He's gonna look great running from them lions. It's due. That would be Ford Field South for us, though, wouldn't it? In the north, they would be our furthest.
Ford Field West.
I think.
Yeah,
Ford Field West would be U.S. Bank. We did that earlier. Ford Field North is Lambeau. That would have to be Ford Field South.
Well, they're not really south of us. They're actually directly west of us. So.
Oh.
But we'd have to figure out north.
Hey, Cousin Jay, and if Grandma had a dick, she'd have been Grandpa.
So it was Eberflus that made Caleb walk to the line and hold the ball for 10 seconds.
Just the record of notes.
God, I hope you're not.
I'm hoping.
I hope you're talking about pop and not the white pottery stuff.
That's why I started laughing, JB, when you started saying, because I was saying the same thing.
What's up?
And Daniel Zekas, you are a great Chicago fan. We appreciate you. I know you podcast on the Hollis Hall Report. Take it easy on us, please. No. Now that you guys have such a losing record, it is BTA time.
Dude, it's like that meme with Ralph from The Simpsons. Stop, he's already dead.
Oreo flavor.
Oh, God. You know what I read one day, speaking of gross stuff? Coffee-flavored potato chips. I'm like...
All you gotta do is burn them a little bit. They smell like coffee. But anyways, I love this from Peninsula.
Yeah.
Yep. I love it. That's a real leader right there.
Oh, good luck with saying that because, medical people have said he's got a shot at coming back. Not just podcasters.
Yep.
Look, Cousin Jay, Caleb is not going to be the offensive rookie of the year. Sorry, buddy.
Not even close.
You're barking out the wrong tree with that one. Not even close. He ain't even in the top 10.
Kind of looking like Bo Nix a little bit, in my opinion.
Bo Nix,
or
Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
That's the top 3 right now.
Or Brock Bowers. Top
3 right there.
Is 4.
You know what, though?
Carlton Davis isn't.
The guy that's not.
Wait, what? Is Carlton Davis on the IR? I could have swore he was added at the same time as McNeil. That's what they reported Monday.
Well, they didn't. Well, they reported a lot of stuff Monday that wasn't right because they said Monty went on an IR. He did not. Carlton Davis hasn't been on an IR yet because they're trying to. There's something that's going on with that whole situation. Dan kind of alluded to it today, but he didn't say too much about it.
Come on, B. You didn't talk to Dan? No, I'm kidding.
He's not doing the best.
He's mediocre.
Just because he's not throwing interceptions, there's things that are more than interceptions, bro. Completion percentage, what you do on third down. Caleb is not even in that ballpark. Sorry, buddy. You can keep that shit up all you want. It ain't happening.
Go ahead.
Red Wings.
Yeah, Carlton Davis was put on the 4-week IR.
Did he just get put on that today?
Yeah, he was put on that Monday, according to what I said.
Yes, James. I think we can. We'll try.
Yeah. Go ahead, Megan.
Yes,
right.
Megan.
Go ahead. I knew what you meant, Megan. We got it. Let's do that deep dive into his total stats this year, right? Let's go right here. I want to look at this. So his QBR on the season is 48.2. Yeah, he's doing great.
So I keep trying to tell him.
Completion percentage on the season.
He's not. Sorry. He's not leaving.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Completion percentage on the season, 61.9. He still has 200 less yards than your punters punted for throwing.
Sorry to interrupt. Ben Johnson will never be the head coach of a mediocre team like that.
Yeah, good luck with that, Cousin Jay, because he already said he wants to go to a front office that has an ownership that's willing to change what's wrong and fix it before he gets there. And the McCaskies love Davis Warren.
Stop trolling, Cousin Jay. You're just trolling.
Vogel, what's your score prediction?
37-13.
Mine is 34-13. You guys have done the same thing to 3 straight quarterbacks. Draft a quarterback in the dead year of a coach's year. Fire the coach, fire the GM, fire everything else. Foles wanted Eberflus gone before you guys drafted Caleb Williams. The report's already been out. That came straight out of Chicago News. That wasn't any podcaster just talking bullshit. They made Davis Warren fire him because Foles was upset he didn't get to do him when he wanted to pick his own coach. And now Foles is upset because he's got to run it through Davis Warren. And I have already put the $100 bet in. He won't be it.
Bets are for suckers.
There's nothing out there that says the McCaskies want to sell the team. So that's the problem. They like making their money.
Exactly.
Virginia has kids and grandkids to give money to.
Yep. I agree. No, Jay. Not at all.
Not happening, buddy.
I think as bad as Davis Warren is at picking head coaches, if Ohio State loses to Tennessee tomorrow night, you'll be hiring Ryan Day and Chip Kelly will be your OC. And Peter Lemongello will be your O-line coach again. You guys have had the same O-line coach through 2 coaches and expected it to be better than a bottom-feeding O-line. I don't get it.
They're going to have to go through a whole coaching change because they're going to have to get a head coach, offensive coordinator, and a defensive coordinator.
Yep.
Because their defensive coordinator is a puppet.
Yep.
You'll end up with Ryan Day or Chip Kelly. What?
Yep.
That would be awful.
That'd be funny. I'd die.
It'd be Chicago. Talking about getting Mike Vrabel there.
Yeah, that's actually who I heard the odds-on favorite is.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You
Megan,
too,
have a
Megan.
very Merry Christmas. Next week we are doing the NFL Roundtable Talks on Tuesday because there are Wednesday games, so we can get our picks in. So it'll be Tuesday night at 9 on Christmas Eve.
Cool. Yeah, Megan, I want to see you again, dear girl.
I'll let you know if I
Haven't seen
can
you in a
make
while.
it, Jeremy.
Because of Day, I will jump in the river if we hire Ryan Day. John says Bears are a hot mess. I mean, if you look, you guys only had about 4 players trying in that Minnesota game. That's fine. That commercial was hired before then. And you know what? Defensive ends doing ballet is actually good for their position. They used to require teams to send their defensive ends and linebackers to do ballet back in the late 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
He actually does a good pirouette in that. If you look at him.
Ralph Bernishikel. This makes me the first person to type his name in Jeremy's type room. I went.
I'll see if I can make it next Tuesday. I should be able to.
Get your bathers
on, Brady.
All I know is I'm getting the waiters on because the Bears fans are coming out of nowhere. And the shit's getting deep.
What 2 players, broski? This ought to be interesting because I want to see 2 players.
Lions 53, Bears 6.
Wow. John?
50 burgers. I love it.
You know why John says that? Because fuck the Bears.
Well, that goes without saying. Fuck the Bears.
I remember Cousin Jay and all these guys. The only one that was semi-realistic was Broski when he said our ceiling is maybe 10 wins. But all I know is I heard, man, with the weapons around Caleb and the defense that was top 10. Yeah, that's Caleb fired. And you know what? Roma Dunze tried versus Minnesota too, is what I saw.
What about Komet?
Overrated.
Komet's always out there balling.
Can't stand him.
Well, I don't know about he's overrated.
I think he is.
James Burgess, I like this one. I expect every Bear on an expiring contract to play like madmen. Give the Lions some tape on them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the punter and long snapper are going to get a lot of work out. I think that's good. I think the punter's the MVP of the team right now. He's actually punted for 3,100 yards versus Caleb throwing for 2,900 yards.
Yeah.
Not bad for a guy that Caleb told. Yeah, and I told you I saw 4 to 8 wins tops because I said the O-line and the coaching would be the downfall of this team. I think B, you were right there with me when we did that show, right? When you said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had something around that.
No,
too.
you said. Well, they did win 7 last year, so you said because of the weapons, 6 to 10 is what you said. Will, 100%. I know you did.
Oh, okay. I can't remember shit, honestly.
Bears need new owner, president, GM, head coach, stadium, uniforms. What a mess.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would have been funnier? If James Houston went to the Bears, so he's a piece of shit on a shit team, wearing almost shit colors.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Chicken King?
Bulls taking the NFC North and not giving it back. Laughing my fucking ass off. Yeah, we've all trolled that for a while. Like I said, they clipped it. If you notice, his face freezes and the muscles change, but no words came out of his mouth. They clipped it out. He goes, We're taking the NFC North basement, and they clip that out. Yeah, this is absolutely what it'll take to rebuild the Bears. They're not that far away. This is Barstool Carl. They only need a new owner, a new president, new GM, new coach, new stadium, at least 3 offensive linemen, new OC, new DC. Caleb Williams gets better. Lions fall off, Vikings fall off, and the Packers change division. That's all it takes.
It can happen.
I see
it can happen.
everything but maybe the last 3.
Yeah.
And I told everybody I saw an 11-win team at minimum for Detroit. B, you were right there with me. You said at most we're going to lose one more game than we did last year. You agreed with that right out the box.
No, actually, what I said was they're going to be 14-3.
But I said,
that's what I said.
Because I always did the window of wins. I said at worst, and you agreed with me. At worst, you could see a 1-game fall off, and that's if all the teams played up to their potential of the year before. That was on that one.
I don't even remember.
Correction. Bears need 4 starters on the whole line. DC 8091, how you doing, brother? It is that time of the night when I have to talk about my sponsor. But I did give my score. Didn't I say 34-13?
Yeah, I said 37-13. Did these two?
Yeah, they did it before you. You were off camera.
Sorry.
But all I know is this team's still 12-2. They still have their destiny in the palm of their hand.
That's right.
Man, those Lions look built.
What offensive mind? Your offense has put up ungodly low numbers the last 2 weeks in a row with your new head coach. He's averaging donkey nuts. You're averaging 14.7 last 8 games. That's your average points per game. And we're sleeping on an offensive juggernaut. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
You averaged almost 10 points more last year with Justin Fields.
I bet Justin Fields is just laughing.
Yeah, I said the same thing, DC. We might win. We might do what we did to the Titans. Let them score 2 field goals and put a 50 burger on their ass.
That would be amazing. What's the weather supposed to be like, Jeremy? Sorry to interrupt.
Just like today, 29 degrees, windy and cold. Brandon Service, right at the corner of South Grand Traverse and West Atherton Road, 602 West Atherton Road. In Flint, where water's shit, but the tires are good. Stop in and check us out. Used tires starting at $45 and up, depending on size and condition. New tires, call to get your quote, 810-233-8230. Talk to George, Red, or myself. New tires take 1 to 2 business days to be delivered. Mention this ad, you will get $25 off a set of new tires, $10 off a set of used tires. And Davey, glad you made it in, brother. In Chicago, drafted a QB again. And on that note, try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. The only way to make the world a better place, unless your quarterback sucks on Cobb.